Good morning, folks. Welcome back. So, today we're going to do another character environment. And when I was trying to come up with an idea, I found these three pieces of clothing that I think we're going to use and modify to start. So, just to show them, sort of this suit of asymmetrical, we can call it armor, I suppose, the headscarf, and this waist thing. I think that should give us something to go with. And underneath all that, we're going to use a human gen character. And I think we'll do a dude today. Or a lady still. No, male. There we go. Do we have a preference? Let's do Ben. Again, kind of an older guy. Although we may need to delete his hair. And generate. Okay, now let's turn off the clothes while we just deal with them real quick. Body. Make him a bit more muscular. A bit toner. He's a knight. We'll leave skinny as it is. Age 70. Sure, he's an older guy. Face. Randomize all. Oh yeah, that's cool. Height. Let's make him a little taller. 5'10". Sure. I think we are going to get rid of his hair too, as I think about it. Randomize the skin on hair, which essentially means we're keeping nothing from it from before, but you know, but that's okay. Body, here, hair short, fade, delete, and hair parted side, delete, and accurate for just the face hair. Do a beard, that can be kind of neat. Let's give him that beard. Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah. Yeah, that works. We can use him. Hi, Patrick. Good morning. And yeah, hair, clothing. We want to give him some base clothing, I think, but let's see what this stuff looks like first. Let's get it kind of lined up roughly. I think we're going to end up giving him some other stuff too. Let's bring this up. That's too big. Let's line it to, it's not very too big though. Scale. Mm-hmm. 3. Back to like there. We know we're gonna have to move stuff, but that's fine. Yeah. All right. Maybe a little smaller, just a tiniest bit. That looks good to me. All right. Cool. Now let's then bring this up. And scale. Bring it to there. That's looking pretty good. Let's go a little higher. I think we're gonna get rid of that other belt. Cool. Again, I think that'll work. And we go ahead and do where'd it go? Oh, there it is, right in the center of him. It's like, where is it? GZ. Up. This should be the easiest one. That's pretty much good. We just need to adjust it a little bit afterward. So we've laid in our base shapes. Let's come here and fix this thing. 3L, L, solar right, yeah, P section, and then and this one, I'm just going to delete it because it's mirrored. So cool. And we can come to grab this, rotate it here. Morning, Brian. 2D cursor. Rotate it up. Like that. I can actually need to bring it down a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. And let's rotate it a little bit that way too. And I think we can shrink it down a bit, but at least that loop we can shrink down a little bit, maybe, but that'll work. Okay. Let's do the same for these legs. L, L, L. Is that everything? Yeah. Cool. P selection. Delete the other one. Okay. And this. It's got visual origins for right now. And object set origin to the geometry. Cool. It's a little too high up if it's going to go down like that. And then rotate it like that. Pretty much perfect, seems like. Pretty close to. Pull that down a little bit if we care, and we might not. Cool. Okay. And sure, we might as well just keep laying this out so we know where the clothes should go. This thing. I'm going to get rid of the belt entirely. And I'm going to get rid of the clasp as well. We don't need it. And then the rest of this, let's make its own object. And sculpt it. I'll have to grab. Pull it in. Pull it out. Push that in. Just feel like having a little bit of asymmetrical armor on this character. I don't think we'll look to see his butt, but might as well fix it. Cool. The straps on the other leg I'm not sure about. Might be easier just to remake them entirely. But let's leave it for right now. Okay, so anyway, we can mirror this across there. Oh, that's there we go. Mirror. And let's go ahead and apply that mirror so it doesn't mess me up later. And mirror. And apply that mirror as well. So something like that. I do like having this different belt. I think that gives us more fun. And I do think I want some clothes underneath him. No, wearing clothing though. But something simple. We can always rejigger the colors on it. Let's see. I want skinny jeans. Not relaxed. Well, relaxed fit for the upper body could be cool. Let's try relax fit. Let's see what it does. Yeah, I don't actually hate that. Okay. We're gonna have to do some sculpting on the pants, but I think we can live with that. Do some sculpting in general. Let's come to our guy and make sure we have to delete it twice. We do. Delete and delete. Okay. Let's start with pants. We're going to push them inside this armor. Gloves are such a pain in the ass. How I would do it, honestly, is just replicate the hand mesh, duplicate it, expand it, and use that. Does that make sense? Rather than try to make them, just use the hand mesh already. That's how I would do it. It's also going to guarantee you they're in the right pose to start with, which is useful. But gloves are just a universal pain in the ass as far as I'm concerned. Okay, getting that pushed in. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's the most reasonable. I wish I had a better answer for you than that, but that's what I would do. I guess obviously it depends on how detailed the gloves you want to. Like, but if they need to look good, yeah. Painful. Okay, this goes all the way down, so we don't need to worry, stress too much about it. Just squeeze it in. Oh, that's right. You're more of a CAD guy, aren't you? Yeah. You'll get it. Okay. Yeah. Look, I remembered. Woohoo! Now that I know the first one said I don't have to be quite as precious because I know where I have something to mark against, so I can push faster on this leg. Okay. Let's have it bulge out of there a little bit. In, in, in. Right on. Always a good idea. Let's move that back down. Okay, so that we got that there. Cool. Push this in. Here we can cheat so we can use it because we're just going to make it go so it lines up properly with those things. And it'll feel like his leg is that big, even if it's not. Okay. Sculpting. So much fun. Oh, actually, I really enjoy sculpting. This kind of sculpting is very low stress. Push that up. There we go. And that in. Cool. Nice. So now it goes over his pants. We could even kind of try to pull it out a little bit here. So it kind of it like bunches between. This kind of depends on how much we care. It's not that high poly mesh anyway, but just a little bit of bunching there. As long as we keep it in here. Cool. All right, so his pants have been set. Let's save him. Get to work on his sweater. Okay, we know we can just squish it up to there. No sweater below the belt. No below the belt sweatering. Okay. We're going to adjust the belt too, but you know, I think in cases where this purple mesh sticks out, we're going to take the purple mesh as being the gold standard. Okay. Okay. We do need to tweak this belt a little bit. Oh, we still have to do the sleeves too, right? Come on. Sleeves in. 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 Up. Up. Gonna make that bigger again to kind of hide the fact that this loop is huge. Make it look like our dude has some forearms, but he doesn't. Okay, that works. Gotta do the same over here. Okay, that one seems to line up better. Just on the outside. We're gonna bring it up, smooth it down, bring it in, bring it out. I'm not sure anyone but me is gonna notice that there's this big gap anyway, but I will notice. So, okay, cool. Let's come to here. Let's see if we can't just tweak this guy in a bit now. He's got less of a waist. And let me just pull it back out here and here. And we want to smooth it. Yeah. No, we don't. We're just gonna leave it like that. Okay. Nice. I swear he'll look less like Skeletor when the colors change. Whether you think that's a good thing or not, I don't know. But I'm probably gonna match this to the sweater anyway. There's a little bit more we need to fix. Up. Up. There we go. That in. Bring that back out. And that in. Like that. Pull his ear out. Pull his other ear out. Give him a bit more there. And I just want to give him a bit more there. I just think that looks fun. Fashionable. Fashion. Or that Green Lantern swoop. Or Green Lantern, Green Arrow. Green Lantern. Dumbass. Okay. Alrighty. Well, alrighty, friends. Turn on my YouTube influencer voice. Cool. What do I want to do for footwear? In an ideal world, him and footwear. Something low, and we can just make dark. Or big. Those are our options. So big is that. It goes over, although we could punch it in. Let's do that and then just punch it in. That seems to work okay. Sculpt again. Not that. This. Oh, we got two of them too. You bastard. Object mode. Delete the blue one. There we go. Sculpt mode. Okay. Just gonna squish it. When in doubt, squish. Give him some kind of just like a leather boot. And re-pull it back out here. Down there. I'm not going to worry about what's under his foot, but his foot is showing through the bottom, which might be a problem for somebody. I don't think it's going to be a problem for us. Oh, wait, no. I'm just going to go over that thing because that strap is a pain in my butt anyway. There we go. We're just going to pretend there wasn't a strap underneath there. Okay, other side. No, don't do that. This one. There we go. In, down, down, out. In, out. Okay, he has boots. Save him. All right, I kind of like it. We can change the color of our pants now. Baggy jeans should not be white. That's going to look really funny. Baggy jeans main color, we're going to make them desaturated brown. Let's see. Excuse me. Yeah, desaturated brown looks good. You can go. Now we'll leave it that dark. Yeah, I'll make it a little brighter. Cool. And our top. Something like that. All right, we start for there. Save that bad boy. Do we want to make this link materials? Sure. Okay, we can see we need to fix that. Let's actually adjust this one though. We'll bring this one up just a bit. There we go. I love how old and crusty he looks. He's supposed to be 70, so boots look good. Yeah, all right. We liking him so far. And I think we've gotten a very different look than we had on just one of these three things, and replacing that belt certainly changed up the vibe of the whole armor a bit. So, long and short, I'm pleased with this. Materials, this thing, let's see what we got. I think all that, we can start with all that being leather. There's not much else there. Organic, finished leather, black leather. There's a whole leather thing too, but let's do finished leather. No. Black leather. Okay. Let's go to like 400. Cracks. Like 200. So it's pretty small. It's mostly just black material. Yeah, all right. We might tweak it a bit, but that's acceptable for right now. These things. L and Control L. Get those. Materials. We're going to add that material to them too. Use existing. And assign. It's like, what? Why is it going through? Because I didn't assign. Okay. Cool. So this is making him kind of plain looking, but I'm all right with that for right now. Say this is going to be that same material. Okay. So where we has leather, it is this black leather. And same here. L and L plus assign. We can already just grab it. Fuck it. Black leather. There we go. Okay. Now this stuff here, L, the undercloth. I think we just want it to maybe be cloth. Let's try. So let's shading, append our materials, and we'll just do our flow cloth. I want to add a new one, sorry. And assign. Okay. Possibly. And then this thing here on top. It's like a different color of leather. Let's go with this. Or even leather UV. Yeah. U unwrap smart UV projection. Unwrap. Okay, scale 500. Okay, sure. And then our default, this is, I want to see this thing again, but in this, we got, it looks like there's two material things left. Okay. I'm just going to grab, let's see. L, yes, there are. Okay, we can go grab them. Or does it grab them all the way around? They could just be metal, I suppose. And if they're going to do that, then we don't need to change them around. Our flow metal, let's try it. That feels acceptable. Might change it up. Because I'm not sure I'm going to like our flow metal on this, and I was kind of wanting to make them the same, but let's try it. I can make it less dirty. Let's try it. Let's assume it's going to work for right now, and then try it. And while I'm tweaking too, I'm going to grab this. Yeah. Plus assign, and we want to go with the other leather. Six. Cool. Feeling good. All right. And let's de-dirt this just a bit, because right now it's, very dirty. Okay, so this is going to our dirt, and we can bring our factor down quite a bit. This is very dirty. Less dirty. Cavity is going to this one. We can bring it down. I'm actually going to bring it down. Let's set the cavity. Can we cut this down? Does the same thing. I see. Maybe just let it be. Maybe I'll cut the color up just a bit. I don't actually hate that as I look. Edge. Is that one? Yeah, that's shining up the other stuff. We can't really see because it's already pretty bright. That looks okay. If we bring our overall material color down, definitely we can see the edge more. And I definitely like it down too. So I do like that. Let's bring our edge match radius down to like 0.005, 0.01. 0.02, 0.15. Okay, just a tint of it. There we go. Scratches we can leave. I'm okay with that. That feels metal, but not unpleasantly so. What do we think? I like it. The only thing I'm not sure about is this, actually. Where we have our flow cloth. I think I might actually want it to be sweater 2. Dot HG sweater 2. Yeah. Makes it feel like it's all one part of that shirt, even though it's not, but since it tucks in, it could be. And that works for me. I think that is better. Save him. So he needs a big, to quote Eddie Izzard, big fuck off sword right now. And we have just the add-on for big fuck off swords too. We just need a new object of any kind. Cube. Cool. And modifiers, add a modifier, Geogen sword. Hey, chef. And we can find ourselves a sword that we like, at least the bottom part of it. I feel like I like that one reasonably well. And I'm not sure I'm going to like the colors, but we can tweak that. That's changed all kinds of stuff, isn't it? Interesting. Oh. All right, we'll go with that. Can we apply this or do we have to edit it? Let's see. Applied. We can. Good deal. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to see if we can't select that color. No, it's everything. Okay, so we're going to select this thing. I don't need these weird light things that he's got going on there. Delete those vertices. And I don't really, I'm going to put it in his scabbard, so I don't need anything up past here really. X, faces, L, L, X, faces. And we can just come down to here. I don't know we even need to, but let's. Ooh, that's so bad. Fill. We don't care. We're not going to see it. Okay. And we're going to scale it down to roughly where we want it to be. And we're going to say object set origin to 3D cursor. Geometry to origin. We're going to line it up. Let's see what else we need to change. Rotate it. Go. And cool. L. Local, yes. Shrink that in. Cool. We have given him a big fuck off sword. The material looks awful. We need to fix that. We do not like this material. Okay, first thing. Is there anything in this material, the first material, or is it just a leftover? Let's see. Select. I don't think so. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Okay. So that's like the blade and the side things. Okay. I think we can just make, let's go to metals here. And grain. Add material. Okay, and then this one is the hilt. I don't know. Let's just try sci-fi metal. See what it looks like. Curious. It's not bad. I can live with that. I'm actually going to take this whole thing. Move it down. Rotate it. A bit more. Even a bit more. And down. cool. It's mostly there just to be sort of silhouette-y anyway. And clearly that blade did not match that shape, but who cares? Not I. Save. Okay. So we're going to see if we can do this as clothing. I think the easiest thing is just to join these together. Now, this might warp out weird. Actually, let's try this first. I want to, let's unjoin them as clothing. Okay. This thing, that, all that, P off to our own object. Now we can join these together. Yes. Okay. So now our scabbard and sword is a different object, which is probably what we want. Control A, all transforms here. Control A, all transforms here. All transforms. Get that one already? Yes. Okay. All that stuff is all transforms now, right? Yep. Alrighty. So now let's try doing it as clothing and see if it'll work for us. Hopefully it will. Okay. That and human gen. This is full body then, right? Yeah, full body. Morning, Michael. Cool. That one added correctly. Good deal. This one, let's do add objects clothing. Pants, basically. It's lower body. Added that correctly as well. Okay. Parent. Add item as clothing. Full body. Added that as well. Okay. And we have not added the sword because we don't want it to deform. So what we're instead going to do is sword, that, pose mode, and where's it sort of the closest bone to it? Probably this one. Parent bone. So now it will follow that bone around. Theoretically. It should. Let's see what happens if we pose it. And all those got rid of this. Oh, to move all of those. It created copies, didn't it? Or just, yeah. I haven't done those yet. We've done 1104, move human gen. 11, move human gen. 21, move human gen. Waste, move human gen. We have those, and that still to do. Okay, good. That is correct. So this, object is clothing, torso, cool, and human gen. These, object is clothing, pants, okay, and pants, okay. Move to human gen. So all that stuff should just be in Byron now, right? Right. Incidentally, I just made sure, I figured out if you make sure you have the skeleton co-selected when you do the creating, then it creates it with this human body. Otherwise, it just sort of seems to randomly add a new one, which it didn't used to do, but whatever. That's how you get it to do it properly. Pose, walk, again, another walk. Let's do walking 5. Yeah, pretty good. Sword moved a little bit, but not bad. I think that's acceptable. Kind of leaning a bit, isn't he? Not really a fan of that pose, just because the lean is a little extreme. Pocket 4. Maybe we can just sort of straighten him, I suppose. There we go. Now he's vertical. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Let's maybe have him look straightforward and do the lean. Cool. I can live with that. I think that's okay. I'm going to take him and RZ90. Okay, we will lean him a bit back. There we go. Control A, rotation scale. He should be pretty good to go. Still feels like he's leaning slightly. Yeah, just not feeling it. Okay. Undo history. Let's not apply the transform anymore. Let's go here. I mean, I can just give him my own, but these walks all suck. Brutal the happy walk. Ooh, yeah. No. Okay, we're going with that. It's the most basic walk, but I do like it the best too. We've certainly proven that the sword sticks on for all the different poses. Looks like he's not poking through, which is nice. I like it. It looks like an angry Peter hand. We'll give him the brow raise and show his hair. Yeah, that feels fun to me. I like him. Now, where do we want to put him? I haven't really thought too much about this yet. It's shocking. Working for 8 hours and having a 45-minute commute each way takes away a lot of your time from thinking about stuff like this. Particularly when you don't get off work till after 10 at night. Oh, anger Peter Hahn. I hope not that. Peter's a great guy. I said he looks like an angry Peter Hahn before, but Peter's an awesome guy. Anyway. Yeah. No, we're good. Put him in an urban space again. No, I said he looked like an ant, but I kind of mumbled it, so yeah. I don't know where I want to put him. That's the problem. Like, I gotta put him in a space. Okay, I think we're gonna go more nature for this one, and then maybe we'll put an earth thing so it'll look a little strange. I don't want to do that. Let's see. Sorry. Let's see what Megascans has to offer for us. I pulled a bunch down when they're free. Let's see if we can use some stuff. Let's see what we have in the way of ground. Lots of rocky ground. Mostly not too large. Let's see what it is. These are tiny. Mhm. 4. Rocky ground 7. See what that'll look like. Yeah, I claimed it all. I'm not sure how exactly that works. Still have to get them all downloaded, which is a pain. I think I've got them claimed. I'm not even that worried about it, honestly. If they were to stop being available to me, I'd be like, oh, they're not available to me. Okay. I kind of feel like they have led to the rapid decline in the quality of a lot of exterior concept art. So that's interesting. So I'm very ambivalent about Megascans. Just because everyone uses the same ones and they think they're a concept artist as soon as they put 4 of those things together. Anyway, enough rant. They don't look bad though. Like I get it, they look okay. Um, but I don't know if I like this one or not. It just feels a little too rocky. But that's not awful. Do something like that just to sort of, what, me have an opinion about something? Never. It's not going to happen. Come on. Um, got a nice Landic or Nordic. Which one do we want to be in? Do, 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 do. There's a ledge in. I'm actually going to here and just brighten ourselves up to 8 so I can see what the heck we're doing. That does make it feel better. Okay, that's a cool looking little ledge. I can live with that. What does it think a large rock is? They don't feel like they fit together super well, but I think they'll work for what we need for right now. And I don't know. I felt like trying them out. Massive coastal cliff. What does that look like? How massive is our massive coastal cliff? Pretty massive. I'm not going to use it though. Mesh. Plane. S50. Come back to here. Okay. Control A, rotation scale, tab, subdivide. Subdivide. Okay, that'll give us a base starting point. Now, curve, Bez, tab, X vertices, draw on surface. There we go. There. And there. And there. Okay. Then we'll come here. Add a modifier, terrain, draw terrain. Select that there Bezier curve. Or here. Okay. Now we can grab our Bez and GZ. Bring it up. Tweak it around a little bit. Cool. Very flat. I know. Now I'm going to come to here and yeah, it's been available since like October, I think. The spaceship one. I know someone has bought it, so it's in one of their humble bundles. I'm not sure if there's another way to get it or not, but yeah, it's available. Now let's see. Can I draw on cursor here and do? There we go. Cool. Yeah. Come back to here. Hopefully I'll have the second one done by the end of this month or into the start of January. I have two conflicting issues, one being that I work evenings, the other being that during the day they're repiping in my building, so there's a fair amount of drilling. I think I've said before. So it's like, how exactly am I supposed to? Yeah. Okay, that's a bit too much smoothing. Let's maybe subdivide it one more time. Chaos factor down just a bit. Peak smooth up. Oh, it's in smoothing loops, right? Yeah. Chaos factor there. Top plateau. Just a little bit. Just creating a terrain. I don't know. I'm not even sure what it is. I have no strong feelings to what it should be, but I'm just kind of playing. There's a nice little kind of hole. Probably won't need anywhere near all this either, but I don't know. Just kind of felt like playing with the terrain. Yeah, and absolutely no issues. Second one's coming along well. It's essentially how to do stuff like this without using paid add-ons. So might be of use to somebody, I hope. Okay, I like that as a terrain. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it, I think. Delete that. Let's see what we got. What does this look like? Yeah, that's acceptable to me. And we can, again, add another modifier, do terrainer base. That'll give us that micro detail. And I think that will be cool. And it'll put a texture on it too. And we can decide what we want to do. I think that I'll take this down, down, down. So it's like that. Okay. And then C. And add those to vertex group detail. But not caps locks. Okay. Assign tab. That should make that smoother there. Yep. Okay. So we can tweak these a bit, but now it's just less. Or even scale it up a bit. Okay. Cool. We need to fix this. There we go. That's better. So now we can kind of look at it here. We have a little bit of like close-up detail. We definitely want to fix that. Take this down a little bit. It's like, do we bring it down or the other one up? But down is cool. And that looks good to me. I like that. I think what we can do, take all these rocky grounds here and move them to new collection, mega scans. Okay. That should also be there. Mega squans. Cool. Now, kind of want to put like power line or telephone pole or something here. We just need something that says this is not strictly a fantasy guy, because he's pretty strictly a fantasy guy right now looking. I can figure out what we want to do. There's always the big, medium, small apocalypse stuff. They're good for this because they're all weathered and worn and shitty looking. So we could bring in a tower here. Like that. Down just a bit. Something like that. Just so that we can have a shot. We're like, yeah, look, see, we have tower. I kind of wouldn't mind it going in. So I could turn like that. And then Alt D there. That feels like that might be enough. Let's see if it gets lost when we do. Actually gonna. No, we're not. Well, we'll move them to a new one. Move to a new collection. I'll make this one towers. Okay. So, and then, search, not search, make a new one, new collection, and we're going to call it a void. And we're going to put mega scans and towers into a void. Come on, into a void, yep. Great. Okay, I think we're set up now. So we can come to geoscatter, and we're going to scatter on this ground. And we're going to biome scatter. So glad they fixed this. I don't have to close all my other windows to open up my bio. Come on. You are running a little slow, though. There we go. And I use them all the time because they're just lightweight and good. So we could use one of these per. 12 is just excellent. 12 is like, oh yeah, it's got some foresty shit. But it's pretty open. Let's do 13. Let's see what it looks like. And we're going to tweak it manually too. Once it finishes loading. I do think this did used to be faster though. Or maybe my computer just needs a reboot. We're still going, guys. Come on. It's thinking. Still thinking. I know this used to be faster. I think now in this new version of GeoScatter, it seems like it's placing everything visually and then turning it off at the end if it's too big. And I think that that's not necessarily the best way to do it. I wonder if I can change it in the settings, but not right now. It's looking beautiful though. It's definitely the right vibe. Getting near the end. It's gonna be like, da, 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 da. Ah, it's too big. Turn it off. Like, why couldn't you have started that way? You used to. Doo doo. Warnings. Yes. No kidding. I get you have warnings. I know. There we go. It's not even that much, guys. Come on. It's 200 something. Like, really? All right. But we're back. Fine. So we want to culling masks. Upward obstruction on megascans. Yes, the whole thing. And then we want our trees. Yes, you can turn them on. There's not that much, guys. Cool. It actually looks like it's doing it kind of now. But we want our trees to avoid repel from towers. I think I'm actually changing my mind. I don't think I'm going to do a global avoid because I kind of want some potentially near those rocks with a minimum distance of 3 meters. I don't know, that's really affecting us, but not on that one. But okay, cool. And then fallen tree. I don't really mind it in this case. I set it up so I could make it further away from those things if I wanted to, but that's all right. That's not bugging me. That one's fine. Let's try large branches. Sometimes those are very large. They're not this time though. So that's also good. And tree small. Let's just check it out. Yeah. I think we're gonna have this one avoid everything. Avoid. And he's gonna go with a minute distance of 5 meters. That did not help us. Um, you're supposed to avoid those. Let's try. Let's see if it's not doing. Used to do let you do nested groups, but it's definitely not avoiding anything there. Let's just try mega scans. Because you shouldn't be close to these things. It does not appear to be working. You can't tell me that that's 5 meters away, guys. I'm not buying it. Um, Grumble. Well, I don't hate it where it is. So, all right. I don't know why you're being a pain in my ass, but you are going to continue to be. So that's fine. It seems like it's okay. Doesn't look like we've gotten anything that I'm like hating that they're near. And that's all right. I like that actually. These plants do a nice job of helping to um, integrate. See, this should not be sticking up through this mega scan. It's not doing whatever it's supposed to be doing. Probably because, let's be fair, it just occurred to me that I never applied this terrain. So it's got some stuff going on. Let's see if that helps us. No, it's still sticking through. Upward obstruction, turn on. There we go. Now that is better. So that, okay, so that is working now. Cool. And yep, it looks like those small trees got pushed back too. A little bit, maybe. Whatever. Nice. Save. Now, we wanted something else kind of hummy in here to help because we're still not seeing much directly by our guy. I could just kind of cheat some shit into here. Throw a tire there. Kind of works for me. And in, I want to find something in. Where's your destroyed vehicles? Here we go. We found these in the woods, so we'll use them in the woods, right? Truck there. It's so bright though, comparatively. Then I'm going to move to mega scans. Okay. And material for it. This truck is just too bright. I guess he did it on a much brighter day than I'm working with here. But that's okay. We can fix that. Q saturation value to there, and a value of like 0.5, maybe even 0.25. And now it's dark. And now we're definitely seeing some elements of human stuff there. Save. Okay. And what else do we want? He's floating. Well, we don't want that. We know we don't want that. So let's bring him down. We don't really care where he's standing, so let's stand him someplace flat. Because it'll make our life easier. Relatively flat anyway. Maybe more towards the tire. That might be better. I always found this to be literally the most frustrating part in setting up a CDC machine when I was getting started. It's just like, God damn it, how do you stand them anywhere? I might be a little OCD about this kind of thing. I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna edit this thing, or actually sculpt it. And I'm gonna smooth it down right there. Shouldn't make a difference visually. Yep, that's all right. And I do like him near the tire because it kind of helps, again, reinforce that whole vibe. Save. Now, let's give ourselves a fog because, why not? Let's try this noise fog here. We're going to be very Pacific Northwest here. Which I'm not saying we're in the Pacific Northwest. It could also be the Poconos, but which is probably what we're going to say it is. Okay, let's edit it again because we liked that last time. See what we're doing. And again, it's just got some pretty simple, all of these modifiers go into our color, our density, and our absorption. We're not going to worry about the absorption color. We're not really paying attention to it anyway. We'll change this to a shader volume scatter. Oh, I didn't change it, I just added it. All right, well, whatever. That, that, that. Remove that and change it to a miet because it's much more water-based and it is cool. And I think it does look good. And this plugin came out before that happened, so maybe they'll modify it, but they have not yet. Let's cut our density down to 0.3. Color can stay where it is. That looks good. Save. HDR. We honestly could almost just keep going with just a straight white because it's not really affecting much. But this dirt road is just good. I don't think we're going to see anything from it, so I don't need to change it from 1 to 8K. We'll just keep it low. That feels good. Yeah. We're not seeing the grass here yet, but it does exist. Let's photographer. All right, Alexa, lens anamorphic resolution. So wide. Yeah, it's 35. A bit more like that, or a bit more like that. Which way do we want to go? To that. Okay. I'm going to change our exposure even a bit brighter. We might, that's a little too bright. And focus on our dude. And save. And I'm just going to try turning on some of the smaller stuff. Dry grass tall. That's acceptable. Flowers. Fine. Small. Yeah, now it's much faster. I think it really was that I hadn't applied. I got to be fair. Yeah. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Make sure I don't got no tall branches right on my face. We don't. There's everything. Yeah, see, now it's much faster. Okay. Can't blame them. Gotta blame me. What fun is that? And this is how I think you should use megascans, incidentally. Like, they are not a major portion of this environment, but I do think they look nice right in there. So, we lost our tower from here, but we can see it in other shots. So I think I'm all right with it. And it was just kind of fun to put them in there too. I think that's looking good too. Let's maybe do a distance shot first, just because I kind of like them. I usually like starting with an establishing shot, even if I don't end up using the establishing shot as my thumbnail for the video. It's just kind of fun to start with it. Okay, there. He's further away now. Quite a bit further away. And I'm going to hide bones because they make it very hard to see your character. And geoscatter, turn back on. I mean, I like that. I like that. It's kind of nice. Sound like the guy from Office Space. It's my stapler. So yeah, I think I mentioned we were watching Man in the High Castle this last couple of weeks, and it was pretty funny that the Man in the High Castle is the dude who plays That's My Stapler from Office Space. I was like, right on. I had a moment. He doesn't look like he's in focus. Where's my focus plane? Show focus plane. Yeah, allow. I want you to allow execute Python. Come on. There we go. It's right. Focus 10. Okay. I mean, that's about as close as you can get. Okay. Hide the focus plane. Yeah, that is looking pretty good. I like him there by himself too. Yeah. Flowers are looking nice. A little pop of color there. I still don't feel like these are staying away from our towers enough, but because the towers are tall, it's hard. Sometimes it doesn't know exactly where the center is, and it might not be reading it properly. I could probably punch that around some more, but they're not intersecting, so it's fine. Yeah, I like this guy. Let's take a look at him again, just to sort of be like, yeah, this is what we did. There's our guy. We made him with oh, we could fix that. Let's see, that's a little off. We'll fix the pants. Sculpt mode. There we go. That's better. Pull it out there. Push it in there. How picky do we want to be? About that picky. Probably not much more picky than that. Yeah, so anyway, we made this guy out of standard human generator, shirt, pants, body, and boots. And then the armor was one thing, this was another thing, that was another thing, and then we created the sword using one of those kind of generic um, geometry node builders that were so popular when people first started using it, but it does what we need it to do for here. Hey, Ken. I kind of like him. I think the sleeves worked well too. Feels like fantasy armor, but not silly fantasy armor. Like it's certainly not medieval realism, but it doesn't feel silly to me. I could buy somebody wearing something like this and actually walking somewhere. Both important things. Um, yeah, is there anything else we want to do to him? I just had an idea because we're not doing bad on time today. We've actually kind of managed to come through pretty quick. Let's take a look at this thing here. Kind of want something up here at the top. So can we just take, let's see, add an edge loop there. Yeah. Select that. And Alt E along normals out. And I'm just going to take this and E in a little bit too. Okay. And then let's select that, that, that. Come on. That and that. An S mark. Make them sharp. And 3. Come on. Plus. Grab all that. Great. And then we'll make that a metal. We had different metal just to give us something else kind of to look at. We'll use one of these though. Let's try that. Make sure it's assigned. C8. Let's see, do we hate it? Do we like it? It's a little bright. Let's bring it down a fair amount. And I like it, but I want to bevel it, I think. There we go. Yeah, okay. And I suppose we probably want to pull our sword out a little bit too now. L, or just select that color and select that color. Good. And kind of line up straight. I'll pull it out. Cool. Yeah, I think that I like having that up there at the top. I think that gives us something. I like that. Actually, I think on this, what's our metal that was called for that? That is bumped metal 2. I think on here, we'll change our flow metal to bump metal 2. Yes. Yeah, I like those more. We'll leave his armor shiny and silver, but those little rivets I think look better that color. That helps a lot. More bronzy. Save. These are just the little things you do at the end. You're like, yeah. Actually, I'll try one more thing too. Let's grab, I want to make this dirtier. I need some dirt. So, plus our flow cloth, just to get it in there. It's not assigned to anything, so it's not going to hit us with anything. Let's just solo our bad boy. Yeah, okay. Our flow cloth, we can grab. It's not really going into. Nothing in roughness really going to matter. But we can just grab all of that. And that, and that. Copy. Slot 1, going into the sweater. Okay, and bring it up to here. And take these over to here. Because we want to take this into base color, right? Yeah. And then that into diffuse color. And that gives us just a bit more of that grunge, and I think that that helps. I'm going to do the same, what was in the roughness slot? So all that, those two things are going into the roughness slot. Okay, do we care? Or metallic and roughness. Now we don't care. That's fine. So it's actually, this should be going to, yeah, yeah, not those two. Delete those. Now it's dirtier. Yes. Oh, that's way better. Way better. Do the same thing with his pants? Sure. We like him dirty. Grab that stuff. Copy it. Grab his pants. Paste. Cool. This goes here to here. And then here to here. Can't super tell because it's already pretty dark, but I think that'll be good. And again, it's always fun to modify stock textures. Give them something a little bit different. Cool. And alrighty, folks. I think we're going to call this guy. There's our distance shot. We'll do a couple close-ups too, but I feel like this establishes we have a character. He looks vaguely fantasy-esque, but this is clearly coded to our world with a couple of hints, so no one's going to be really surprised, which is what we wanted. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Should be back regular time. Okay, take care, folks. Later.